Namaskar, everyone. How are you today? I hope everybody's doing fantastic. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. And if you're already a subscriber, I definitely appreciate it. And yeah, it's adventure day today. And yeah, I'm playing a didgeridoo. I may or may not be the only one playing a didgeridoo in the area that I'm at. But you know what? Let me go put the didge in my truck. And you know what? Get out of those Crocs, put on your hiking shoes, and I'll meet you in the parking lot. Hey, there you are. And yeah, you even got your hiking shoes on. Thumbs up. That's awesome. Well, today we're in Garrettsville, Ohio. And what brought us to Garrettsville, Ohio? Today's adventure, of course. Now, the sign says Nelson Ledges State Park, which that's true, but it's actually called Nelson-Kenney Ledges. And actually, there's the parking lot down there. That's where you park. And the park, well, what we're going to be hiking anyway, because I think this is part of the park back in here too, but the hiking that we're going to do is all in that area over there. Before I tell you a little bit about that, I will say, if you're watching a video or you already know about the ledges, if you're going to Google it or look it up, make sure you're doing the state park and not the Nelson Ledges Quarry Park, because they're two separate things, which it's actually not far from here. It's like kind of like on the other side. That's more for camping. There's a couple lakes over there where they can swim. They do diving over there. It's more of a kind of like a music venue area, I suppose. And it's not my crowd. It's more for it's kind of like camping at Woodstock, I would imagine it, like kind of like the 60s 70s style. It brings in the hippies, we'll say, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not my crowd. So if you do come here, maybe on a weekend, I'm talking about nice weather, you know, summertime, springtime. I gotta say, this tree's awesome, right? I like that. This is my favorite season, all the leaves on the ground. But anyway, if you come here in the nice weather and there's a venue going on, you may hear some music, and you may get the aroma of patchouli and happy grass. You know, yeah, happy grass. You know, again, it's not my crowd, and I don't care what other people do. But I will say one thing. You're not going to get bothered here, but they keep to themselves over there. And, you know, they're in their own zone. I will say I'm not a happy grass person. I'm not into it. But it really irritates me that people with cancer or MS or other illnesses that can't be helped other than taking like a boatload of medication do not have the right to heal themselves and feel better with a natural herb. Otherwise, they have to have this government above them telling them that they have to stay sick. But I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not going to talk any further about that because we are talking about camping today. So Nelson-Kenney Ledges State Park. There is an entrance over there. There's a trailhead over there. And there's one over there. But what I want to do, man, it's bright out too. There's some clouds out there, but that sun's full on. It's October, so it's feeling nice out today. I want to show you this map over here, because for some reason, I don't know what it is about Ohio. Their trails are pretty much marked like crap. It's sad to say, but they are. So what you want to do is you want to either take a picture of this map or download it on your phone, however you want to do it. And I'm trying to see. Here's the parking lot. Here's where we are right now. We are right here. This is that trail I showed you where I was standing, and this is the one that's going to be like pretty much directly across from us. And they have some cool things: Cascade Falls, Gold Hunter's Cave, which that's pretty sweet. You can like go behind the falls. Old Maid's Kitchen, Dwarf's Pass, Shipwreck Rock, the Narrows, Fat Man's Peril. That is pretty tight. We're gonna try to do that today. We're gonna try to walk this trail today. See, they say, yeah, I guess if these are the trails, some they say are easy, some are easy, some are moderate, some are hard, and I think the hard one is the red trail, because you have to squeeze through some rocks. I'm trying to think of which way to start the hike. Do we go that way or do we go that way? If we go the one way, we'll start off by going here, which is cool with that, and but then that's has some cool stuff over there too. You know what? It's not really long. Decisions. Let's go over to the other trail. We'll start on this side over here. So there's the parking lot, and we're gonna come over to the state park sign that's right there. Here's the bathrooms if you have to use them. There's a map if you want to take a picture with your phone, and we'll go across the street. Now it is pretty close to the main road here, and you do hear some traffic, but nothing really crazy. You'll still have a nice time. And I think on the weekends it does get busy, so you will have more people here. So I would say the best bet is to come on a weekday like today. I thought it was going to be a little cooler. Check both ways, and we're good. I thought it was going to be a little cooler out today. It's warm. All right. Yeah, I think we'll go that way. But here, the first sign you'll come to. And this right here, that ain't no joke, because when we get up in there, you'll see there's some deep cuts in there. But yeah, I guess you can go that way over there, or we can go this way. I think we're gonna go this way. And here we go. Yeah, this isn't a really big state park. I think it's only 167 acres, I believe. So not really big, but they have some kick-butt formations of the quartz and sandstone rocks. And I think this might be known as the Shipwreck right here. It's kind of like one of my... It's funny that they say that, because in my last video, not my last one, but one of my last ones, I did say the same thing. Some of these rocks look like shipwrecks. But yeah, it's all quartz and sandstone. I love this stuff. It's amazing. Look at that. Oh, look at that. And again, this was once, you know, underwater. So back in history, you would have been swimming through here. And this was, all this stuff was actually formed by the Ice Age, which would have been the last Ice Age here. And that was the Wisconsin Glaciation. Now, I'm not going to talk about the Wisconsin Glaciation. I suggest you look it up, though, and do some research on it, because there's some really, really fascinating stuff in it. I will say there's some big words when they talk about it. It's like they took every word and looked up in the thesaurus, and they took that word and put it. It's crazy. There's some big words in there, and I'm not the smartest guy on the block, but I'm not the dumbest either. But it is fascinating. You'll get some real good knowledge about that period. But more on these rocks. I know you don't want to hear me talking the whole time. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff you come here and check out. Look at this, man. Wow. Oh, check this. You guys gotta check this out. What is that? Oh, I thought those were, are they spiders? I don't know what they are, man. You see them moving? I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just algae, fungi. Wow. This is the cool stuff that you see in nature. That is awesome. That is kick butt. That is kick butt. But yeah, see all the pressure layers when these were formed. All the quartz, the sandstone. Be careful not to step on any of that stuff. Look at that area. I kind of want to go around in here. But let's just go. Oh, there's another. Look at that. Oh man. Let's go up here real quick. See the water flowing. Yeah, see? Oh, how sweet is that? Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, so you can climb in here. You can have an all-day adventure here if you want. How cool is this? Look at that. Oh. Just don't fall, man. It does get slippery with the algae. But we're gonna go down that way. And of course I am checking my battery too, because every time I go out, you know, my batteries aren't charged. But today I brought more. Just look at all that. Man, that's awesome. Look at the trees up there that come down, like the roots are on the outside. Sweetness. Check that out. I think this was Dwarf Passage. I think, obviously, because man, okay, yeah. See, wouldn't you say that would have been Dwarf Passage? Look at that. That's cool. I still see some chipmunks up there too, floating around. Yeah, see, there's all kind of stuff. We'll see what's down there. I didn't really pick a trail. I just started walking, didn't I? Whether that was right or wrong, we're just exploring. See, there's the yellow trail. At least they got some of these, because it does get muddy back in here. See, at least I got my shoes on. Look at that. How crazy is that? Oh. Wow. That's cool, right? I have this backpack on, so it may be hard for me to... Let's go through it though. Yeah, yep. You can get through. It's tight, but you can get through. Okay. All right. How to do that though? Yeah, there it is. That's what we went through there. So some of the stuff is tight around here. So maybe a backpack isn't the right thing to carry, but you know what? You kind of need it for your water and stuff. I got my camera and stuff. Wow. Just look how big those rocks are. All right. Yeah, we came down. We came up over here. Whoops, I told you it would get slippery back here. So yeah, watch your footing if you come here. I just like the way the formations are. Man, look at that. Well, you know what? Let's go down this way. We'll go around. Probably end up coming back this way anyway. That's awesome. Wow. Wow. Check that out. I think there's a mushroom. Look at all these little mushrooms inside. You see them? All the way down here. Bunch of mushrooms. Wow. Okay, we might as well go. Let's go up this way. See that little chipmunk runner? He's going up in there. See him up there? Oh, man. See, yeah, see how wet everything is? And even these hiking shoes are they're slipping. There's a slug right there. Oh yeah, it's swampy back in here. Okay, I don't know if we can go up this way or not. I suppose if we can't, we'll just come back down. Yeah, I'm not sure. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think we can. I think we can get past there. Check it out. I'll step back so you can see it. Look at that. So there's, told you this place is a pretty cool area. Tight. Look at that. Wow. In this area, This area used to be a big deal and supplemental for the Indian tribes that used to be in this area in history. This whole area, we're close to the highest point in Ohio, and because of that, this is the watershed between the Ohio River and Lake Erie. So this was actually a big trading area for the Indians. So there you go. I slapped you with some historic knowledge. Did you like it? I hope so. Here's another mushroom. Always try to be careful where you walk. There's another one. And if you do come to run across a snake, they are non-poisonous around here. That was my backpack dragon. Yeah, there you go. So there is some cool climbing and navigating in here. Okay, there's that chipmunk again. He beat us up here. All right, now we're at the top. I think we got to go back down. We're gonna go back down there. I think that's where waterfall is. Of course, it hasn't been raining, so you know, well, we're not going that way. Yeah, it hasn't been raining much, so I don't even know if there's gonna be any waterfall. I'm trying to think. Maybe it's over that way. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, let's keep going this way. It has to be down here somewhere. I've only been here a couple times, so like the area, I hear water. The area isn't that known to me, but this is what I was talking about. You see these cliffs? Very slippery. Check this out though. There is, I think that's where we're trying to get down to. See the water flowing? We're gonna try to get down there. Oh yeah, check it out. Go with your gut. No skiing here, I guess. I'm not walking over there, I'll fall. Yeah, if it would have been raining, this would have been filled with water coming down, and that waterfall would have been like cranking out some water. Yeah, we're gonna have to try to get down there. Again, the area's not marked real well, but there's the private property signs. Those are kind of all over because somebody owns like some of this other area. Oh, what do you think? Go down here? I think we should go down there. Oh, but I see something. I see something real cool. What's this? Oh, okay. Here's a little gorge. Yeah, a little gorge right down there. Check it out. I wonder if you can get down that way. I don't know if they go to the same place or not. Oh well. I should have wore shorts today. It was cool when I woke up this morning. Okay. Let's see. See, that quartz stone is everywhere. It's all over. Go down that way, go down this way. Let's go down this way. It should take us right to the falls, and I think this is the one that you can go under. Check that out. Little stick got caught in the web. Little leaf sticking on the. That's awesome. We'll see how far we can get today. Ooh, now this will be slick. There's all kind of acorns all over. Oh man. I just don't want to fall and bang my head on one of these rocks, because something's telling me they're hard and it would hurt. Yeah, I think this is where we want to go. I'm pretty sure. Just look at that, man. That is freaking awesome. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Oh man, yeah, I think this is the spot. A little bit dark in here. Yeah, this is, check this out. Oh, so we came from over there. A little cave area. I know it's hard to see. It's not that, these aren't that great in low light. But look at that. Check it out. How awesome is that? That's sweet. And then you come through here. It's dark, so I can't see nothing. I think it's pretty flat. And here we are. I think that's the Cascade. The Cascade Falls. And then, I don't know if you can see, maybe, let me back up a little bit so I can get some backlight. There's the little cave. It's almost like an amphitheater back here. That looks like a Stonehenge piece. So yeah, there's the, that's an awesome view, right? Awesome view. Another cool thing about this park is in 1940, the state of Ohio, they purchased some land of the Nelson ledges. And then in 1948, I think it was 101 acres they purchased of the Kennedy ledges section of this place. And then eventually in 1949, it was the Nelson-Kennedy ledges state park. And now it's protected and preserved. So let's preserve it, okay? No trash. Just pick up after yourself. I mean, it's so simple. And no, you know, no stupid graffiti on some of this stuff. I mean, it's, you know, I get it. You know, people carve, people stuff, but you go to some of these parks, man, and they just spray paint everything. It looks stupid. But yeah, that's one of my favorite waterfalls here. That's awesome. Look at that. We were on top there watching where it comes down. I like how these stones get caught. I wonder if I can climb up there. It's hard to hold. It's hard to hold the camera, and look where I'm going and climb. Boy, this is slick. Slick, slick, slick. You know what? That's too. I'm not climbing up there. That's too slick, and I'm gonna fall right back. I'm gonna fall right back. I'm not doing that. I would climb up there and get up to that part, but I'm telling you, between the temperature and the algae on here, it's slick. I'm not even joking, man. I love to climb stuff like that, but it's slick. I think we're gonna have to climb over there to get over there, because I don't want to walk through the water. Yeah, this is amazing, man. You know, I just noticed too, somebody built one of those rock sculptures. All right, let's keep going. I think I have to climb over this to get to over there, maybe. So it's hard to climb and hold this darn thing at the same time. All right, they helped us out a little bit with this plank. Oh yeah, that helped us out a little bit. And I guess we go up this way. I think. I wonder if that's a little... I hear water going. I wonder how far that goes under the water, under the rock. There's the other view. A little bit higher, you can see the water starting from up top. That's awesome. Awesome what nature does. Little crack up in there. There's a yellow for the tree. So I don't know if that wants us to go up that way or not, but I don't think we went down. I kind of want to see where this one part went when we first walked in, where that one trail thing was. Of course, I think we're past it a little bit. Wow. There's a cool little formation right there. There's that chipmunk that's over there. You see it? It's right in there, that section. Yep, there he went running. He beat us everywhere so far. Ooh, blue jay. See the blue jay? He's right on the rock face. There he goes flying. And we know that that's the boy because it's colorful. It's the weird thing about nature. The boys are always the ones that look more colorful and pretty. Did we go down that way? I think we did. No, we did not. Nope, we didn't go that way. Wow. Check this out. Little ledge. This is still part of that yellow trail. And I think this is the moderate one because it, I hear a woodpecker, because it goes down by the waterfall. Wow, man. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. This is crazy, right? That's awesome. Freaking amazing. Wow. Wow. See, this is what I was talking about. Looks like crap. Would that look like a skull? When I first started, there's like 3 circles. Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can get my phone. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Okay, got my phone out because I can't see worth nothing. Yeah, this is, I know you guys probably can't see this. Wow. Totally dark over here. So, yeah, if you come here, bring a flashlight with you. Gotta watch your step here. I think we can get through here. Oh, what's that? Huh. It's all that quartz. Let me shut this off and see if I can get through here. Okay. Okay. I got it. I don't know if we had to go that way or not, but we did. Well, obviously you would have to. Well, I don't know. There's yellow. There's yellow. I guess maybe you could go around the other way, but we didn't. I guess you could crawl under there if you wanted to. I love that. Yep, there's that chipmunk again. Ah, that's funny. I always like these kind of walkways on a trail. Now we did do that. I'm trying to wonder which way to go. Let me look at this real quick again, because we did this stuff on this end. Okay, we'll go up this way. Yeah, we'll go up that way. We did this stuff. We did the stuff that was over there by that falls and stuff. So now we're gonna work our way to the other side of the park. You know, I don't think any loop trail here is over a mile. So, I mean, it's not long. You could spend a lot of time here if you wanted. But if you're just walking, it's not long loops. They're just, some are more difficult than the others, and you'll see. I have yet to do this one down here. It's that was Fat Man's Peril. I don't think I've ever went through there. We'll see. We'll see. There's some more mushrooms. Yeah, it's cool that quartz is everywhere. Yeah, we came up through that way. Remember? And there's that stone that looks cool. Yeah, we'll follow the steps. We could probably do that over there, but the steps are here, so why not? Here's a nice easy path. You know, I think dogs are allowed here. They have to be on a leash though, and clean up after them. And it's free. And that kind of goes along with if you're looking this up on the computer, because you want to come here. And I told you between Nelson Ledges State Park and then the campground. The campground is money. This is not. There's the yellow trail. We're just gonna follow this, man. I don't know. See what I'm talking about though? It's the trails here interlap. So you could easily get onto another one that you really didn't want to. But hey, it's all good, right? It's all good. I'm looking for mushrooms and stuff like that. See, there's the marker. So, I mean, the trails are marked. They are marked, but I think they're hard to follow. All right, there's part of the yellow trail there. I'm gonna go that way, but I just wanted to check something else out. Yeah, look at this. We'll end up going over here, actually. But yeah, all that formation from the Ice Age. Check out this tree too. You can see a woodpecker's been in here. Up there, see them holes up in there. I think you can see it. Let me get down here. Might be able to see it. Yeah, there you go. A little better view. That sunlight hits and it just whitewashes everything out. All right. I don't think I'm gonna go that way. Let's see if we can go in through here. Again, I have my backpack on. I'm gonna have to take it off. Okay. They look not as, I mean, not as narrow as it appears to be, but it's still narrow enough. Enough to take my backpack off. Yeah. But that's the kind of fun stuff. That's the kind of fun stuff that's around here. You know? And this is where you can really get a look, you know, at the quartz and the way it pressured everything down. Oh, here's something to watch for. Don't trip. Yeah. And where we started at when I first came in, actually where I was playing the didgeridoo, you would have came up. Hold on. Yeah, you would have came up through that way. And but we started at the other end, which was the Cascade Falls. Yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. How sweet is that? That is cool. Oh, okay, yep. This is where we were. We were up top there. And I showed you, I wanted to show you that where we'd be coming to. Yeah. And let's, you know what, let's just go. Okay. All right. That's awesome. Let me show you guys something. I'm just doing all kind of backtracking today. You know what? I came in here and I just started walking. I didn't really take no detailed trail at all. But you can see the tree marked yellow, white, and red. That's all the different trails. That's where you would have came in. There's the parking lot over there. And you would have came up through here and went this way if you would have started that way. That's what I'm talking about. Check that out. That's the kind of stuff that should be protected and preserved. Yeah, we might as well walk down here, huh? We can explore. There's no real law that states we have to take the trail, do we? We have to stay on the trails, but we don't have to follow which one to take and when to take it. Man. So you can just squeeze through a lot of these places, man. That is awesome. Here's another tree. You know what? People take a picture of this one an awful lot. I see this on photography pages all the time when people visit this place. That's the one most people take a picture of. And I got some cool mushrooms here I gotta show you. Look at that. Those are freaking cool. Wow. That's awesome. There's one that exploded right there. Man, that's cool. Oh. Get back here so you can see that. Yeah, this actually, I think this this view right here, that is what people take a picture of. I see it all the time. See, it's not that loud, but it is a weekday. But see, there's the road right there, and still cars come by and you still hear stuff, but it's nothing to, you know, make you depressed about. There's some other cool stuff here too. Check this out. See all the stuff you get to see when you go take a hike. That's old. Ooh, what's this? Oh yeah, check this out. I got some more mushrooms. Oh, there's some more over there too. I'm a mushroom fanatic. You know what? Maybe all these mushrooms are from the hippies. Oh man. Nah, mushrooms are cool, man. When you find the weird looking ones like that. Yes, here's part of the red trail. And that's the, man, look at that. How awesome is that? The red trail is part of the hardest one here. That's where Fat Man's Peril is. And I think actually it's in through there, to be honest with you. Red. That's cool. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna put like music in the background to this, like real light, or just leave it all natural. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. There's the chipmunk guy. he went underneath that rock right there. Oh man, that's funny. This might be a pretty long video, because when I do this, man, these flies. When I do this, I don't really edit these too much when I'm hiking, because I come across a lot of cool stuff. Yeah, I like these views. Looks like a table. It's a table. That's the table for a giant. That's what that is. That's what it looks like, right? I told you this reminds me of kind of like Tomb Raider or Lord of the Rings now. Maybe I'll put some light music in the background. Just to, just so there's no like silent dead spots in the talking. Because I'm hearing like birds and stuff like that, but I don't know if it's gonna pick it up in the actual video. That's just amazing. Look at that. How amazing is that? Wow. Oh man, I forget what these are called. Look, they drip. These are those mushrooms that drip. Oh man. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Oh, wow. Those are awesome. Look at that. Those are sweet. Wow. That's awesome. I don't come across those too often. Okay, by the end of this video, I may just look like a dirt monster, because I'm taking pictures and stuff like that as I go, and I'm like laying on the ground and everything else. So we'll see what I look like at the end. Those, I forget what those mushrooms are called. I haven't seen those for a long time. They drip. They're freaking awesome. That was the highlight for me. I mean, I love all this area, but I'm telling you, that was the highlight. Okay, this red and red. I believe this would be Fat Man's Peril. Let's take a gander. Well, maybe not. Maybe not, because we can still easily get through this. That wasn't too bad. Well, let's venture up here and see what's up here. Did that just go around? Yeah, because we came up through there, right? Okay, so that just went around. We didn't go that way. We took the We took the tunnel. Looks like another lounge area there for a giant, right? Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, we're still on the red trail here. And I think there's a part of this like is the really easy trail, and I think it's the one down that way. Man, I kind of want to go down that way. Now I'm looking for those mushrooms all over the place. I don't know if we're going to see many of those. Yeah, that quartz stone is just everywhere. I guess you could go down that way if you wanted. I think last time I was here, I think we can go that way. There's actually another waterfall up that way. But let's go this way. Let's go this way. Oh, I think we passed up. Yeah, no, this one. Still neat to see, but it looks like somebody probably stepped on that or something. That's why I kind of watch where I walk a lot. I don't want to step on too many of those. Here's some more of the weird mushrooms. Those ones especially. Tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. It's hot in through here. I'm starting to get itchy now. I didn't think it was going to be this warm out. We'll check this out. There's a spider. I'm going to try to be super slow. See that spider on top of that mushroom? We'll leave him alone though. Okay. It's a cool looking tree. Looks cool. Wow. Wow, man, this is awesome. Well, somebody lost a shoe. He must have been running really fast. Some more mushrooms. This would be a really cool place to bring the kids, right? To explore. Oh, check this out. You can really see the quartz in here. Just look how it just the pressure. Wow. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Maybe this was why they called it that, man. Peril. Do you think? Well, hold on. Gotta take this backpack off again. It is kind of tight in here. Okay. All right, okay. Yeah, it's a little tight in here. Yeah, we just squeezed through that. All right. Now, can I get there? Can I get through here? All right, we made it. It's a little tight in there. Yeah, you do have to crawl, but we made it. And I'm telling you what, I gotta be a filthy SOB. Okay, there it was. Yeah, see, you have to go through this here. So, yeah, all this whole section right there that we did, and you come out at the end. So that's Fat Man's Peril. Getting a little bit out of breath. We really are hiking today. Okay. Let's see what else we got over here. I think I'm actually gonna go that way, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe we will go over there. I don't know. We're just gonna have to see. Oh no, I think we're going down. Oh yeah, I think we got to go down there. I think we got to go down there. I think maybe that's where the Devil's Icebox is. I know there's another falls. See, there's one of the white trails over there. I think that's just like flat stuff. I know there was another waterfalls over that way somewhere because I remember taking pictures of it. You know, that's another thing too. Check out my Instagram. It's my photography page. It's Everything Clicks Photography. Clicks is K-L-I-X. You know, tell me what you think. It's more of a hobby for me, but I do senior pictures and stuff like that, so I want some awards and things. So I do that on the side. Oh yeah, check this out. I think this was a good choice to come down this way. There's another one of those trees. Check it out. Just wraps around that rock. That is awesome. Wow. See, I came here quite a few times, but I really didn't venture a lot. I was with other people, and it was more or less right around the parking lot area. This must be the Devil's Icebox station because it is cold. Oh man, wow. Wow. This is freaking awesome. Look down there. That's cool. That is cool. Check this out. Wow. That is freaking awesome. And I don't know how people get over there. I see like a little ladder down there. I don't know if you can. I'm by myself, so I really don't want to fall, you know what I mean, and get hurt because if something happens, I'm by myself. I would imagine though that it would be down that way to get around in there, but I know we're gonna still go down further. We'll see if we come up to it. I don't know. I hope we can. I know there is, that's like that little cave in there, but again, if I can't get to it, I may come back another day with somebody else, just in case something happens. You know, when you go on these hiking adventures, especially something like this, it's best to be with another person, just for safety's sake. Wow. Woo. Okay, I see a creek down there. Man. Oh, look at this. Look at this. You can see that quartz up at the top. The quartz kind of shining on the side, which is really awesome. Wow. This is crazy. Man. Oh, there was a tadpole or something over there. That's cool. That's awesome. Oh, I don't care. Can you get to that little cave from somewhere in here? Is it that way? Or you don't know?
This is the only way to get to this river source.
It's like a little cave, like with a ladder or something in it. Oh, you didn't have to leave. You didn't have to leave.
Oh, it's okay. I was grabbing my bag anyway. I think that's on the other side, though.
Yeah, I didn't know how to get to it. Yeah.
I don't know if you go that way. Or
I seen it from over there. I just don't have a flashlight on me, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's another little bridge over there. That's a cool rock. Oh, did you see it, man? Wow. There, look, the frogs. Tadpoles. They were jumping all over the place. That was what all that splashing was. That was cool. That was awesome. Man. I don't know where the waterfall is, but I'm telling you, I need to start bringing a dang flashlight. I just hate carrying all kind of stuff with me, but maybe well, I have a backpack, so what the heck. Next time. So we're gonna have to find that place with the ladder. See, we went, here's a blue trail. That's the blue, and then I think on the other, right there is red. So they intertwine. That's cool. That's really cool. Another mushroom. Whoops. Tell you what, it does get treacherous. Slippery. Wow. There's a balance beam. I don't think I could balance that, to be honest with you, anymore. Not anymore. Yeah, so if I would have brought a flashlight, I think I would have went down there, but it just scares me because I'm by myself, and I don't have anybody to ask for any help if something happens. I mean, there's people walking around, but you know, when you get back into like to the remote areas where nobody really goes, then it's another story. What do you think of these formations though? These are awesome, right? Wow. Ooh, check that out. That's a cool looking area right there. Oh yeah, that's awesome looking. Wow. How cool is that? Check that out. Yeah, we can go that way. We'll probably end up on the other side of it. Maybe. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Yeah, see. There's the other side. Yep, I think, or was it right here? Yeah. Another little area to go up into. There's the blue marker still. I still hear the chipmunks. Yeah, this is gonna be one longer video of mine. I don't do it on purpose. I just however long it takes, how long it takes. Some more of the tree. Man, that is crazy amazing. Looks like a little pillar. And we're right beside the road still. I think this is the, if you look on the map, this is that easy trail, and it's just that loop that goes and comes on back. This is like the longest part of the trail, the longest stretch. And I guess, yeah, here's another bridge. Little area in there to go venture in. But I guess if you get tired of walking through the woods or whatever, you can just go down to the street and walk back to the parking lot. But yeah, this is pretty much what this is. It goes down here and it ends up coming back. I don't know if it just loops around and you're on the same trail or not. Still on the blue. See, I'm not sure where this goes. I think maybe it just goes here. You know what? We went this far. Might as well go the rest of it, right? I see another little bridge up there. I like all these little hidden areas through the rocks. If I had I mean, this is all awesome looking, right? This is just awesome. But I think if like there was a boring part of the trail, this would probably be it. And I guess we go, well, down there, down here, I don't know. Let's go check it out. There's chipmunk. Wow. Okay. So, look at that chipmunk over there. I think we go this way. Yeah. So far, I haven't really seen anything marked like really bad, but I see how it's easy to change trails. There's the property of the that camp area. So you see how, oh, there's a is that a woodpecker over there? Yeah. Yep. I think he wants us to go here. These are all those little hidden areas that we were looking at. Yeah, see all those little hidden areas? You can crawl into the crevices. You know, I wonder if they came through here though and remarked some of the stuff, because I'm telling you, everybody said that it was like poorly marked. And I remember the first time I ever came here, I couldn't follow anything. There was hardly anything on the trees. And these kind of look not, you know, fresh, semi-fresh. So they might have stepped it up and remarked the trails. But yeah, you see what I mean? If this was if there was like a boring part of the trail, I guess this would probably be it. You know, the other area has the waterfall, and you know, you're climbing through stuff. Look at that. That's awesome. But it's still awesome. Still awesome. All right, I think this would be the trail here. And again, the trails really aren't that long. This would be the longest of them all, this section. I was going to tell you where I am, just in case like you skip through the video, but I'm not going to tell you because I want you to watch the whole video. And if you are watching this, if you watch my videos, hit the like buttons and subscribe if you haven't already. Look at that, little knot in a tree. Maybe it was the giant that lives back here with his giant tables and stuff, and he tied that in a knot. That's cool. I actually hope this brings me out to that one waterfall I was talking about. Check this out. Some pretty cool mushrooms back here. Pretty cool mushrooms. Yeah, there must be a lot of chipmunks. That's all that's running around through here. But there must be a lot of woodpeckers back in here. I think we gotta go this way. See, I can honestly say I've never been on this part of the trail. I've never walked it. I've always went I always went to like the cool part of the trail. So yeah, if you come here, make sure you hit it all. It's actually pretty nice. Looked like it was on fire at one time, didn't it? No, I don't think that was a gunshot. I think it was a backfire. Well, it looks like a little altar down there. You don't want to lose your footing in these places. Definitely would get a twisted ankle, or you would fall through, or like one leg would fall and you'd just be really hurting for certain. A little area. We've seen all these areas from when we are walking down on the loop from below. Yeah, and if you go over there, that's all the ledges. Both sides, actually. Okay, we're back to where I went down, I believe. Where like kind of like that ladder was. And I think don't want to lose your footing there either. Yeah, look at this like little bridge there. Look. Ooh, look at that piece of rock. Oh man. Holy look, there's not even no that's awesome. I wonder how many people jump out there. I'm sure there's some. How crazy is that? There's no like ledges here, man. Wow. Look at that over there. I like that little stone right over there. That is awesome. Wow. I think I hear water. Now, at least they have a gate like around some of it, but look how crazy this is. Like, look at this. Man, imagine falling down there. No way. No way. That's the way we'll go back. But I think I hear the waterfall, and I think it's over here. I remember climbing down. Let me see. I remember climbing down to get my picture. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, look, check this out. Yeah, look at that. There's the other waterfall. And I think when I took the picture, I went down here. I believe I went. Let me see. Yeah, I went this way. Just be careful when you come here and do stuff like this. Look at that. How awesome is that, guys? How sweet is that? That is awesome. All right. Well, we've seen that. I like these little condensation. Well, we got to get back up there. So let's get back up there, and I think that's the... I'll probably shut the video off while I hike back. While I hike back to the bottom. Okay. I'll take you over here real quick. Here's where the water comes from. Little creek. Little creek right there. Ends up going down there. That was pretty cool, huh? And you know, I've been shutting this off and stopping the video a few times. Like I said, I was taking some pictures and stuff. So we've been out of here. We've been out here quite a while. I would say if you come out here, give yourself 2 to 3 hours. I brought a backpack, but with a backpack on, it's hard to get through some of the crevices and stuff. But you're gonna want water, that's for sure. But yeah, 2 to 3 hours, I think you would be safe to walk through here. Bring a friend though too, because I'm telling you, there's that little section of the cave that had that ladder in it that people throwing chestnuts at me, that I would love to go do. Woo. Let's see, which way do I want to go? Let's just go this way and I'll cut across. I'm gonna cut across. Check this out, there's mushrooms in here. That's cool. Yeah, actually no. I'm gonna go this way. I'm trying to get to the closest to where I need to be. Or did I need to take that way? All right, well, I made it down to the flat path. We're back here again. And we already seen this part. But you know what? I'm gonna shut this off. And what? Oh, is that a cat? Oh man, I hope that ain't no fisher. Oh no, that was a squirrel. It looked like a big, bigger than a squirrel, but it's a squirrel. There he is up there. See the black squirrel up there? It's up in that tree. It looked bigger. Man, you see him jump? Yeah, he looked bigger. I thought it was a fisher from far away. I was like, uh-oh. But hey, I'm gonna shut this off and I'll say my goodbyes down in the parking lot. All right, I made it to where I need to be. The parking lot is across the street, so this is where I'm gonna end my video. And I've been out here for a while. I've been out here for over 2 hours, I know that. So when I was telling you 2 to 3 hours, definitely take it. Now that was me stopping the video, taking pictures and just looking at stuff and you know, catching my breath. But it's pretty amazing, right? You're walking through history here. So this is definitely worth the hike or worth the drive to come out and see. Bring your camera, bring some water, bring a flashlight. I will go back to that cave and check out that ladder and where that goes. But as always, I appreciate everybody watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because I'm always doing some kind of adventure. And I guess until I see you again, wherever I see you, Fata Malenge.